There we go. We should be all set. So, if I remember correctly, the last point we left off, you guys were talking about the Parade of 1,000 Knights, an old order based in J City, who were trying to resurrect Nurahion. Uh, You figured out two of the names of the people who were in it. William didn't figure it out. You were given the names William Yamamoto, the leader of the Chaotic Order, um, and Juan Do Sung, the J City leader of the Kunpei, um, Korean gang. Along with that, you guys were also told that Hibiki's father had infiltrated them and he took out four of the knights. Knights 10, 9, 8, and 7 were all taken out by Hibiki's father. You did not know the names of knights 4, 3, 2, or 1. Did I miss anything?
Nope. None that I can think of.
Okay.
You're good.
And also, Larry the Clown was there for an interview.
Did you ever pass that interview?
He's in the middle of it.
Ah,
great. You see, he's just off sitting in the corner. The first portion of the interview is interviewing his patients. I think I have all that set. Okay. So, you guys are all in the hideout here. And you see the Nocturnal looking at all of you. There is one thing we will have to do beforehand, before we do anything else. I know this is in reference to helping out Hibiki's father. If we leave things as is, Hibiki's father will most likely be executed in around 3 days' time. Since they've captured him, his head's on the chopping block right now.
You don't know that they've captured him.
Yeah, he did.
No, he just said he didn't know that my dad was even in J City until 5 minutes ago. Would you like to retcon that so he knew my dad was in J City and has the information that he's been captured?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also possible that I just might not have told you about it yet last time, because I have it written down.
Well, because he was surprised to hear my dad was in J City when I mentioned it, and he was then like, well, now I know what probably happened to those 4 heads.
Okay, well, I have a way to figure it out now. Or to... So, he looks at you guys. Not looks at you guys. He's been looking at you guys. He looks at you, Hibiki, in particular. So, from what I know, if your father is captured, he would have been sent to... It's either a possible member or a... just an alliant with the group, named Jack Leopold. He is the CEO of the Leopold Construction Company. Um, from what I know, Leopold has some pretty major connections with illicit gangs, and he also cleans up some of their money for them through some of the uh, like construction agencies he has, and he even owns portions of banks that can help clear up that money. Usually, they send captured people over to Jack because he has a bit of a mean streak to him, and he actually likes executing people. So he stages it, makes an entire event out of it, pretty much, which is why your father has 3 days to begin with. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so Jack wants to hold off on killing your father. And the best way to do that is if you personally piss him off, Habiki. If you do that, I have gotten many reports that he prefers to kill your loved ones in front of you. And if he realizes he has your father with him, he will postpone the execution until he gets you too.
And you said he owns some banks.
He owns some banks, yes. Now,
So,
attacking those banks would be a bit of an issue because there are normal people that work there. But what won't be an issue is if we burn all the illicit money that is being shipped to those banks. One such shipment is being brought to the J City harbor as we speak.
that's a bit coincidental.
Yes, I wonder why. Anyways. The shipments come in approximately 2 times a month. So bi-monthly. One's coming in tonight, and then another one will come in at the end of the month. Unfortunately for your father, that one at the end of the month will be too long. So I need the faster moving members of your group to head over, and your goal is simple. You're not there to beat up thugs or anything like that. Your goal is burn the money, and then make sure they see you, Habiki. Make sure they understand you also go by the name Demon Tamer. If you do those two things,
Well, most people here should be calling me Demon Tamer and not Habiki.
whatever. If you do those two things, they will put 2 and 2 together. They'll put the fact that either you are related or that you are part of the same group, which will make him postpone your father's execution. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions for me?
Nope.
I'm just writing this all down.
Okay, if you guys, you can use the same carts that took you here. It'll take you to a city line in J City. I recommend sticking.
We just used the portal that Birdian opened up not 5 seconds ago.
Did he open one up in J City?
Yeah, in a lighthouse in J City.
Oh shit!
Right underneath the doormat.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you guys can use the portal to get to J City, and then from there you can get to the docks. I'll upload the address to your phones.
Ace is gonna. You can go ahead.
Oh, no, I just said okay.
Oh, okay. Ace is gonna start pulling a costume out of his backpack. His superhero suit.
Just to remind you guys, right now Hibiki is fully in superhero costume. So it look, I put a picture of it in Discord, but his hair is fully white, his eyes are a golden color, and it looks like a mix between a Shinto priest and there are some demon looking attires to it, like demon horns and a demon tail and small little this guy right here. Wait, nope, that's the wrong button. No, god damn it. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I put Ace.
Yeah, that one there. Ooh,
Yeah.
looks like a knife.
Nope, mine looks like a knight. Putting on the whole costume. Ace is gonna go ahead and put it on over his clothes and everything.
Doesn't the visor obscure your vision a bit?
I wouldn't say so.
I would say Cape is much more worrying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, how does your cape do that? I just noticed.
That's a secret.
Defies logic itself.
Is the secret 5 cans of hairspray?
No.
It's 6 cans of hairspray.
Exactly.
Okay. Time to go burn some. Yeah, just burn money.
Yeah,
Let's
I
pretend
guess.
we're in a depression.
Let's just think that we're just fighting capitalism. It's fine.
Okay. So, you all get dressed and ready. At any time, the Viridian can open up the portals.
Sick. Well, I'll see you guys there. You guys just hop in. You'll be on the other side. Bye. Oh, you gave us the address for the place, correct?
Yes, he uploaded the address of the docks to your phone.
Okay, great. Then I will open a portal. To that place. And then... yeah, I'll open up a portal to that place and then... hopefully visit in a auspicious area. Just... okay. Where's my sheet?
go. Okay, so you guys open up the place, and you will. The portal opens up. Not opens up, but you guys come out at the aforementioned lighthouse that I completely forgot about. You don't see much going on in the lighthouse or at the lighthouse. If I remember correctly, you put it at the top of the lighthouse, or did you move it down to the bottom?
I moved it underneath the doormat. So wherever that is.
Okay.
I don't think we ever specified where the door was, but I'm guessing the door is at the bottom.
Yeah, the door would be at the bottom. So you put it at the bottom, at pretty much the very base of the lighthouse here. And all things considered, this is a lighthouse, so you are about you're very close to the docks right now, even without moving that far. You will hear some movement from inside the lighthouse, but they don't seem to notice you guys creeping out of the doormat. I will
Great.
go ahead and move you guys. But out in front of you is a sprawling city. In our world, not that unreminiscent of like San Francisco or something, with a coastline on its left.
You mean on our left?
On your left, yes. Land masses don't have a left.
I take a quick picture of the landscape. I'll save it to my gallery. And I tweet that one later.
Oh yeah, we're all the youngest people of our group, right?
Yes.
I think I made my character like 30.
I'm pretty sure your character's around Red Genesis's age, but Habiki's is like 25, 24?
24, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 24 or 23. Viki's not that old.
And
My
then,
character's 18.
yeah.
Since I am the oldest. Okay, kiddos. What are we doing?
Burning, fighting capitalism. Let's
Fighting
go
capital.
put it to the man.
Okay. Do we know where the transport is?
Yeah, it's on our phone, so Viki just pulls up Google Maps. Or Maps. Probably Maps.
Now, I'm guessing we want to do this before it gets to the bank.
Well, we want to be there before it gets to the bank. I have to burn that money and get on a security camera or something. Or just shout, I don't know, the entire time. What was his name? Jacob? Jack? Jack Leopold, I'm coming for my father.
We could also record it.
We
I'll
post
just
on it.
have to make sure he knows I'm related to the person he's holding.
We can record it and post it on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. Wherever this convoy is, I believe we should just keep moving. Before the guy in the lighthouse finds out that we're using his front door as a waypoint.
That
True. I'm also not very good at speaking to people, so if anyone else wants to deal with social interactions, say so now.
I'm good at combat and mechanics. I'm not good at RP. Just for weakness.
No, I mean, is your person good at RP? Because I actually have an inability to. I'll get a negative on that score.
Oh, I think maybe a little bit.
As long as you don't have an inability on it, you're better than the medians.
I believe you don't have an inability.
Yeah, I have an inability. So,
Well,
Okay.
I'm just a normal adult, so this is...
So either one of you can do the talking if it comes to that, because as long as it comes to charm, persuasion, etiquette, or medium and heavy weapons, I am not good at that.
Okay.
What qualifies for medium and heavy weapons? I have no idea. That sounds like metagame knowledge. That would give me a nosebleed.
I have a light weapon. My sword is like a short sword.
Yay. I have a fox that can light stuff on fire, which will come in handy for when we come into that pile of money.
That sounds way cooler than just punching things.
Hey Fox, I have a quick question.
What's up?
Using Onslaught, can I pretend it's me throwing my shield like Captain America and bringing it back to the consist, basically?
I will allow it.
Okay.
Hey, I have a fire elemental that can light stuff on fire. I forgot I stole that from Fire Falcon. What's his name?
You did.
Firefox. Oh,
What's the things the fire person does?
I don't think Falcons like breathe fire. So shouldn't he have just called himself like a phoenix or something?
Well, it's actually a little bit of a misnomer on his part because he actually cooled things, like, he gave off an exothermic reaction. So while he was releasing heat, he himself was incredibly cold.
Wow, that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, but it's good when you're fighting people because most people will look at the name Fire Falcon and go like, that guy only has to deal with fire, and then when he starts freezing you to a spot, you're like, I did not see this coming.
Yes, Fire Falcon actually specifically chose his name so people wouldn't understand his powers.
Well, what a liar! You know, that's why he's a villain. Too lying.
Yeah, technically my character, he's called the Blade, and he's not going to use his blade that way. Only sometimes.
They call me Punchy, but I only do kicks.
And to answer Lucky's question, the Fire Falcon that you got, which is actually a demon, has two abilities. One, when summoned, it bursts flame, which hurts everyone within immediate range indiscriminately, dealing 3 points of damage if they fail a flight roll for him. That costs 3... No, I'm sorry. Here it is. That costs 4 intelligence points. Oh no, it actually costs 4 might points.
Ooh, that's not a skill I'm good at. I have no edge to that.
And the next one, when you get rid of him, he sucks in all heat around him, basically absorbing the flame. It doesn't deal any damage, but it is useful for putting out flames. That costs actually 2 might points to do.
Maybe I getting my edge.
Possibly.
And I'm gonna assume that he also has like hurl flame, which just allows him to hurl flame.
No, he is unable to hurl flame.
Oh,
Or at
so
least
he's-
you're unable to get him to hurl the flame.
Okay.
The reason he takes might and the other ones take intelligence is because they are coming out using their power. He's actively draining your health when he comes out.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Anyways, I just have a lot of fire-based elementals, which maybe doesn't bode too well for my own personality, but like, hey, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
True.
Okay. You guys start walking towards the docks or running. You guys can decide. I'm not picky.
I float. No, I can't do that, unfortunately.
Wish I could, but I can't either.
You could if you believed in yourself.
I have believe in myself. I want to try now.
It's a whole different power.
Habiki is running, but you'll see him. He's also going to use Far Step because that takes 2 int points, and I currently have an int edge of 2 to speed up. So, like, occasionally you'll see him disappear, and a paper doll is left in his place, and he'll be like, whatever a far distance away is ahead of everyone.
Oh, if it's a race, then I'll just cheat. No. I'll save my portals for now. Actually, it's a good point. How far is, where exactly is this, convoy?
Directly from where you are, you're about 10 miles out.
Oh, that's a long distance. Okay. Is there like a... Okay, I'm gonna pull up Google Maps and I'm going to look for like, I don't know, a store nearby with a picture.
A store with a picture. There's like a
Yeah.
7-Eleven there. You see, it seems like it. You won't be able to tell any of the history of it. Never mind. I lie.
Well, damn. There's no 7-Eleven.
There is a
I'm using-
7-Eleven there.
I'm going to use Fart Step as well to get to Habiki. And it's basically me jumping on my shield and launching myself.
So the
Wait,
reason.
it's a dock, so maybe there's a seafood restaurant near it.
Yeah. So the reason Habiki is using Far Step, you have an edge of 2, right?
Yeah, I
I-
have this in edge of 2.
Which means it won't cost him anything to Far Step. So if you, I believe you only have an edge of 1. It would
Yeah,
take
so
a
it's gonna take
lot
one, I
of,
know.
yeah, it would take a lot of Far Steps to get there.
Oh. Okay, then I'm not... I only heard one step.
Yeah. It would be an issue if even if you were 1 point every time that you had to do it. You would, I believe, half the distance is all that would be required to put you in the inability status.
Okay.
But walking's always an option, or you can just use the Viridian's portals. Why was that so hard?
I made it specifically hard to say.
Hey, Viridian.
Well, I wasn't
That's
even
not hard.
messing up on like the Viridian. I was like the and then for some reason I just couldn't get past it.
It's actually supposed to be easier with the than without the.
The
Whatever.
Viridian.
So, like, the Viridian is easier to say than Viridian?
Yeah,
Huh.
because you kind of like get jump started with the.
Oh, I
The
see.
Viridian.
It's like a warm-up.
Yeah.
Is it the Viridian or the Viridian?
I'll leave that up into interpretation.
I just pronounce it Viridian because I watched the first season of Pokemon and they always said Viridian Forest.
Well, the second time when I said Viridian, I missaid it, but I'm talking about the or the. Like that. Which that?
It's however you prefer.
Okay, we're going to go
West
the
Coast, doesn't
Viridian.
matter.
Isn't that
Hey,
just
Viridian?
a pronunciation thing? Like the difference between herb and herb?
Yes, because I think the is just it depends on what comes after before it, and then the is just how it usually is.
Yeah, it's just a transition word. Anyways,
Okay.
after that grammatical discussion, um, I will assume, Hibiki, you don't really have to use anyone's powers. You are able to get there. You will be a little bit out of breath, though. But using portals and such, you guys should be able to get to the area relatively quickly. You soar through or quickly pass through a portal. J City and arrive at the docks here.
Let's see.
Oh my god, these docks look haunted.
Disgusting. Oh god, there's the sky is so dark.
It's also extremely pixelated for some reason.
Who else thinks that this place is 100% haunted?
There's definitely demons here.
True.
I might be able to capture a few.
I actively try not to touch anything.
Okay. Yeah, so you arrive at the 7-Eleven, and you see...
I might have a different way to piss this person off. I'm pretty sure I can just call Ocean.
and you see a dark, dingy dock here. Not a lot of lights bathe onto this area, meaning everything seems extremely bleak.
I would like to fill out an OSHA form for lack of lighting, lack of adequate lighting at a workplace.
You can do that if you want. Anyways, you can hear the very faint bustle of people kind of working at the docks. It's very late. There really shouldn't be anyone here at this hour. But you can hear some people kind of speaking. They're not even speaking really in hushed tones. It's just like it's almost like it's a normal work day. They're just like, yeah, okay, just continue moving them over here. Make sure the ship's all moored and everything. We want to kind of hurry this up. Just very quick, efficient demands. As you guys peek through, you will see four. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, four. Four different thugs that seem to come from the streets. They're wearing hoodies, just like a normal windbreaker or something. One seems to be dressed directly out of the 90s. I'll go ahead and drag some pictures on for you. You can guess which one's dressed like he's in the 90s.
Is that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Know exactly that reference.
Honestly, the type of people you guys would beat up regularly on a Tuesday night or something.
So the one from the 90s is the one in the top right corner, right?
Yes. And then you see two more relatively well-dressed thugs. Both of them are holding guns, and both are wearing a full suit. They seem to be almost like Italian mafioso. Uh, and the last person you see, who seems to be kind of running the whole show here, is someone in a creepy clown mask. There we go.
Good movie.
I don't actually know the movie, I just typed in creepy clown. And this popped up. Anyways. But you can hear the clown is staying relatively silent. He seems to just be off in the corner supervising. The two well-dressed men are giving out orders, and the four thugs seem to just be following the orders. For the most part, they all seem to know each other relatively well. Give me one moment, I have to check some stuff. Okay, I'm all cut up. There we go. I was just making sure I'm all cut up on my emote.
The Blade is gonna try to look around for like a spot to sneak past them, probably.
You can see a decent number of ways to sneak past them, honestly. They're pretty focused on what they're doing, which is taking money from a boat and putting it into a truck.
We're by a bunch of boats. Do I see any gasoline?
A bunch of boats and gasoline. I actually don't think you would see any gasoline here. For the most part, even though these docks seem to be in disrepair, you can see the items that are used regularly are pretty much all put in like very specific places. You're guessing if there is any gasoline, it is most likely on the boat.
Sneak on
Boat.
all over the boats. Burn the boats down.
I am sorry, I didn't hear that.
Get gasoline. Put it over all the boats. Burn the boats down.
The majority of the boats at this place are made of metal.
The engine will blow up and that can catch on fire.
It is possible you would have to sneak into the boat beforehand.
I'm gonna far step into the boat where they can't see me.
Does Far Step allow you to step through walls?
But isn't this like an open... What type of boat are we looking at here?
You're looking at a freighter.
Oh, shit.
This is a large boat. In fact, actually,
Yeah,
you guys...
so it has an open top.
See the porthole?
You can
The
step
porthole.
onto the boat. It doesn't have an open top. What's that?
Where, like, all the boxes are? Yeah. Yes, I'll step onto the boat where they can't see.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Hibiki.
One sec, I think I gave you the wrong name. It's not a freighter. Freighters are too large. I think it's a barge?
Barge.
Nope,
Barge
barges are
was
even
small,
larger. Son of a bitch, what's the name?
Boat smaller than freighter.
I used to know boats.
List of ship types. Is it an aircraft carrier?
Hell no. Cartman boats, cuddy cabins.
It could be a cargo ship.
That's a pretty big boat.
Yes, I realized.
Sailboat. You got your standard skipper. You got
A barquentin?
I think that's the name.
Can you put an image in Discord?
Yeah, give me a moment.
a sloop. Get back.
It is a Cardaman boat. Cardamarn. One sec.
Sailboats?
A what?
Cardaman boat.
Cardamarns. Cardamar.
One sec, I'll post it in.
The RV of boats, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I was
That's-
way off. Is definitely
Yeah, I was thinking big boat. I was like,
not
making
afraid.
millions off
Big
this shit.
boat.
Okay, I apologize. I've made many mistakes this evening. It's a Cardamarn boat, definitely not a freighter. 100%. Forgot exactly how big freighters were.
There's no like place for me to jump onto that sneakily.
Well, you can go in the water. You know.
That is true.
True, very true.
Guessing it's pretty dark, correct?
Where are they placing the money?
It is
Exactly.
the middle of the night. They're placing it onto a van. Or not a van, like basically a security truck. No, a security van.
Armored car, yeah.
An armored van. That is run by the J City Bank.
Well, it wouldn't look good for us if we destroyed a J-City Bank car.
So, I would like to say, and this is just for fun, if you just name things the J City Bank, does that mean that every city has only one bank?
No.
J-City's
The
Bank.
J City Bank was actually created. And the reason it's the J City Bank is because the owner of the bank is the one who helped create J City. So he just
And
named them together. There is also the J City Federal Credit Union.
Okay. So would the C City Bank then be created by the person who helped found C City?
No, there is no such thing as the C City Bank. The C City Bank, or the primary bank located in C City, is actually Cartman and Sons Bank.
But I thought we robbed a bank called C City Bank. Not robbed, got documents from it.
Yeah, wait a minute.
No.
We're heroes.
You got documents from, and I know this is confusing, you got documents from a branch office of the Cartman and Sons Bank called the C City Bank.
Oh my god!
What a roundabout saying. They're both separate.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm from this naming convention.
Does that answer all your questions?
It only gives me more questions.
What are your other questions then? Oh boy.
I'm not gonna ask that.
Okay.
I can't wait to get through all the alphabet cities.
Anyways. So, J City Bank, that's the one. that has supplied this armored truck. Now, from what you can tell, there seem to be no civilian workers here. This is really only whatever mafia gang this is, and then these thugs.
Does it appear safe, a stealthy way to get to the truck without anyone noticing?
There a stealthy way to get on the truck. There's maybe a 5-second window where someone is where everyone's moving back to the Cardamom boat, picking up the cash there and then moving it back, where no one would be looking at the armored vehicle.
I
That's
just
it.
need to get within short range of it.
As soon as I see the 5-second window appear, I'm gonna use fire step. Try to get
Into the car?
to the truck. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to roll anything to actually get in. What you'll need to roll here is you're going to be rolling to stay hidden. Give me one moment.
Is it alright if I use effort?
Yeah, you can use effort on this.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna use effort.
What are the skills that you have?
Let me look at that. What I got written down that I'm putting down what I can find and put there. Engineering, but business, remembering and memorizing. And that's what I got. I
Okay.
don't need more.
So, he's good at remembering and memorizing, and we've been staring at them for a while, so he's probably had a bit to memorize, like, their noticeable patterns when they're putting in money. Can he use trained in memorization to hide in a place where they don't generally look?
Yes. Yeah, I'll allow that. So, originally I was going to put this at a demanding task, but if you want to use that as an argument, I'm willing to lower it down to a standard task.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll use that and effort.
That and effort? Okay, so then you're looking at a simple task, which is a TD of 1, which means you only have to get a 3.
Okay. Do you want me to roll? Is there bot rolls or do you want me to use physical dice?
You can do either or.
So what's the command in here?
/ roll 1d20.
Okay.
You could also move over, if there's like a taskbar to your left, you can hit, you see the 20-sided dice? You can go to there and then just hit the d20 and it'll roll for you.
Oh, I wasn't looking at roll 20. Why was I looking at roll 20? My brain's... Okay. My brain totally knocked out the existence of my computer.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I know how to do it on here. I just forgot we're using roll 20. 10.
10. You easily make it into the truck without anyone seeing you. Now, there is another issue. You're in the truck, no one's seeing you. There isn't too many options to hide other than, burying yourself in the money here. Or, trying to squeeze behind the money. It won't be too hard, but you would have to decide which one you want to do. the money is fairly neatly stacked, so it's more likely that they will figure out the money's something's wrong if they suddenly see their neatly stacked piles of money has not become that.
Okay, I'm going to do the other option instead of getting under the money.
Okay, got it. That's just a standard difficulty. So that's you're only looking at a target number of 6.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. Do you want to describe how you get into the cart and hide yourself?
Okay, which part of the truck is it exactly I'm getting into?
You're getting into the back of the truck, the trunk.
Yeah. So, what's in the trunk, basically?
So currently in the trunk, you see some neatly piled duffel bags of just like assorted $25 and $100 bills. And then you also see on the right side, you see like stacks of money there. That's been kind of neatly palletized, essentially.
So I basically get when I get in there, kind of get under under and behind the duffel bags, and then I'll take my cape and basically cover it over myself, make myself look like a duffel bag.
Okay, so you guys see, and how do you far step into the truck?
I basically take my shield, set on the ground, just strap it onto my foot, and then launch myself in my telekinesis ability.
Okay, you guys see the blade launch himself up overhead, so no one really sees him. He dexterously lands in the van, very quickly hops over the duffel bags, and then just pulls his cloak over him, kind of disguising himself as just another fabric lying there.
He's totally gonna get caught.
100%. We also sort of need this. I was going to do a stealthy approach, but I don't think I can. You said they're all sort of in a group, right?
They are all in, like, kind of a group. So the 4 thugs are walking back and forth. The 2 supervisor thugs are just kind of monitoring them. Just looking at them. You can hear them kind of, like, cracking jokes every once in a while. And then the creepy clown is standing off to the side on, like, a raised platform, just smoking a cigarette.
Okay. I'm going to make a big splash. So I guess just if you don't want to show yourself, you can launch portals from. Oh, do you have range stuff you can do?
I punch things.
I'm okay.
So
What I'm
before
gonna do is
you
I'm gonna teleport into the middle of them and explode. So
Yeah, before you do that, what I will say is you could burn the money first and then do this.
you said there were stacks of money off to the side, right?
No, I didn't say that.
Damn it. Is there any money that I can easily bar step to and light so they all panic and try and go put it out?
There's the money in the van in the duffel bags and everything. That would be pretty easy to just far step and light, but you would definitely be seen. You could also sneak into the Cardman boat. Yeah, the boat. Um, and see if you couldn't approach, because basically the front of the boat opens up to allow them easy access to just walk into a compartment and take money off of it. You don't know if there's a second entrance, maybe somewhere inside the boat. You don't know anything about that.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I'll go do that. And I'll let the Viridian know that.
Okay,
Sure thing.
so you're going to far step onto the boat and try to basically look through the layout of the boat.
Yeah, I want to get as many of them in one spot as, like, together as possible before I explode.
Okay, got it.
So, yeah. What do I have to do for that?
You know, going onto the boats is just a simple far step, and I don't think you have anything that you need to do. None of them have been alerted to anything that's going on, so I won't even have you roll for anything like stealth. Because the back of the boat is significantly less watched than the passage between them and the security truck van.
Okay. And is there any money I can just light on fire?
Getting onto the boat, you see this is a fairly... It's not even well maintained. It's a very dingy boat. You can see like tobacco stains and such kind of litter areas on here. As you walk underneath through a hatch, you will see the money here. You can see it is a bunch of duffel bags that have been kind of thrown in here. And you can see some white substances on it.
You mean cocaine?
Yes, cocaine. Cocaina.
Okay.
Oh.
No, not the other white substance. Get your head out of the gutters.
I'll,
You must have really liked capitalism.
I'll use hedge magic to, like, grab a little bit of gasoline from the tank of the boat, splash it onto the money, and then summon Yuki and use Hurl Flame in order to light the money on fire.
Okay. Summoning Yuki will create a decent amount of light from the back of the boat beforehand.
That is true. Touch. Can I use... Is there any, like, tarp on the boat?
No, I don't think there is.
God damn it.
Are you on the boat?
I am currently on the boat.
Oh,
I'll
great.
send you guys a message that's like, I could use a tiny diversion just for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. I will. Yeah, this is what I'll do. Currently, who are the closest stooges next to Demon Tamer?
The closest stooges next to the Demon Tamer would be that 90s guy and the one wearing the windbreaker.
Great. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to, I will create a portal just above their head. Just above their head, about Approximately, it's like 10 feet. And then I'm gonna take the largest rock near me and just throw it down another portal and, bonk them in the head.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Are you trying to do this unseen?
I'm guessing I'm doing it from right behind some sort of cover, so yes.
Okay, I want you to make a. It's going to be a standard intellect check.
Great.
So that's 2, or you're looking for a target number of 6.
You can make it easier by applying effort.
That is true. Yeah, I forgot about that. I will use effort this time. That'd be good.
Okay, so if you want to do that, then it's simply a 3.
Shoot.
And remind me, for effort, it's 2 the first time, 3 every subsequent level of effort, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You simply take a rock and you drop it from the top. It hits the 90s guy, I think you said, right? It hits Dwayne The Rock Tyson directly in the head. He looks he looks around and is like, what the fuck was that? And then he looks at the guy with the raincoat. Not raincoat. Windbreaker. And is like, why the fuck are you throwing rocks, man? This isn't time for that shit.
As soon as this argument starts to begin, I'll use the distraction to summon Yuki.
Okay, that's going to be a difficult one.
Okay. I'll apply a level of effort. And does this... What pull am I using?
You're going to be using flight.
Oh, I changed it from the wrong one. I got a 16.
A 16? Okay. You summon Yuki and you light the money on fire. It starts off as a small blaze, and then the mixture of gasoline and paper does its job as very quickly everything starts to go up in flame until it doesn't take long for flame to start jutting out of the bags and start licking the top of the cardamom boat compartment that you're in.
I will far step to where the Viridian is.
Okay. You guys see the fire raging in the compartment as the two that were arguing about throwing rocks realize what's happened. You hear them shout, "Fire in the boat!" As everyone starts to converge. You see the clown isn't moving. He simply takes his cigarette and stomps it out on the ground.
That guy might be a problem.
He scares me. Can I take out my phone and just start recording this all?
Yes, you can.
Great, I'll do that.
As soon as I notice them all get within range, I'll far step between them and summon the Fire Falcon.
Okay. They
Can I-
will. Yeah, what's up?
Can I pick over my cape and use Onslaught on the clown?
Yeah, I'll allow that both at the same time. Before we actually get into what happens there, I'm going to have you guys roll initiative.
Okay.
It's initiative again. Oh, it's probably in skills. Yep, there we go. If you guys are on roll 20, you have to put your
Token down
token
beforehand.
in.
I'm trying to do that right now. It's not letting me.
Clown got a 20.
Yep.
God damn it.
It's not letting me find the character sheet and the thing where the character sheets are.
It's probably. Did you make a character sheet in Roll20?
I've been using the one character sheet that I copied
Okay.
on my phone.
Yeah, then you probably don't have one in Roll20 just yet, because you still have Wupabo, whatever his name is, here. But he should be linked to your character, so just... I don't actually need you guys to put in characters there. I just need you guys to put in, like, a character art if you want, or a token, so you can drag them in so I can track your initiative.
Oh,
So you...
shipment.
Yeah, so on your computer, go to Wabapoo Astadrek, which is going to be in your journal.
I've been trying to open the journal, it's not showing me any. That's what I meant. Wait. I'm gonna reload the entire page so you can fix that.
Can I use danger sense on this?
There's no,
Right.
there's no real reason. I mean, you guys are in the middle of, you're about to fight a bunch of gun wielding and knife wielding people. You're definitely in danger.
I'm gonna do that one.
Did it work?
I'm just clicking random things at this point.
Got it.
Yeah, my computer still won't open the journal. Everything else works fine, but the journal just won't open.
Okay, well, if that's the
Just
case,
roll it.
I'm just gonna drag you guy into here. Roll initiative and tell me what you get.
3. Not good. Or, it's 4 or 3. Okay.
I rolled a d20 and got a 5.
Okay. 5 it is. Okay. So, one of you wants to use Onslaught, the other one is using their Flamebird. The Viridian, is there anything you want to do?
That's a good point. I'm going to going to hold my action for now. See what they do.
Okay, you'll hold your action for now. So, holding your action, I believe in Cypher, just, like, it actually means you're moving your initiative to after everyone else.
That's fine. Because I'm going last anyway. Well,
Oh, all our
almost last.
initiatives go at the same time.
Do
No,
it.
they don't. Oh, yeah, they do.
Well, in Cypher, when you like have initiatives with team members next to each other, it's you can do like joint stuff
Yeah.
because you're acting at the same time.
Yeah, so, like,
Okay.
initiative really just matters for, like, who's doing things before another person. If you're all on the same team, so in this case, the clown, the well-dressed mafia member, actually both well-dressed mafia members, and then the thug at the top right, they could all, like, attack together. Like, if one of them has an ability to shoot fire at you, and the other one can freeze you in place, the one that can freeze you in place could freeze you in place, and then it could make it easier to hit you with a fireball. Something like that. Alternatively, you guys could do the same thing, because you guys are grouped together.
Let's see. Well, so what exactly is Demon Tamer doing?
I'm going into the center of all of the ones, with the exception of the clown, I believe, because he's still off to the side. And I'm going to be summoning a fire demon, it's just going to make everything near me explode.
I see. Okay. Then what I want to do is using Demon Tamer as a brilliant distraction. I'm going to use fleet-footed and then just run that distance and punch the clown in the face.
Okay, so you can only run the you only have one action.
My fleet-footed thingy skill says that I can move a long distance as your entire action for a turn. Well, where's the other? You can fly a level effort. Yeah, there you go. I can make that long distance and attack that turn.
Okay. So you're going to use fleet-footed to run up and hit the clown?
Yes, I'm gonna deck him right in the face.
Okay, and then your other friend is using onslaught.
Watch this clown just be some random ass clown.
like he's having the worst day. He was hired for a birthday party and then had to come to this job, which is not even his main job. It's horrible for him.
I mean, the fact that he got 20 does imply differently, but he could have just rolled really high.
Like, he didn't look surprised. It's because he didn't give a fuck. That's why.
You guys have found out my trick. No, anyways. So, you're running up and decking this clown in the throat, and the other one's using onslaught. What are you doing with onslaught, by the way?
Use my telekinetic ability to toss an object that looks good enough to hurt him.
Okay, got it. So, the two people who are fighting the clown, in order to hit this clown, you are going to need to... This is going to be a heroic task difficulty. So that's an 8, which...
Not
And
a
that's
random
what-
clown, guys.
Which means you have to meet a 24 on the dice roll.
Oh, I'd like to use an effort.
Even with an effort, that just brings it down to 21. You need something else to bring that down to make that a possibility to hit.
Yeah.
Does he notice me since I was originally hidden?
He is not. He has not noticed either of you.
Since I'm
So,
using Demon Tamer as my distraction, can that lower the
Yes.
difficulty?
Okay, using stealth and the fact that what Demon Tamer's doing as a distraction, that'll lower both of your scores down to intimidating roll. So it is now a task difficulty of 6 or a target number of 18. Do you want to use effort as well?
I will definitely use effort.
Okay, that would move it down to challenging, which is a task difficulty of 15. Sword, or not sword, the sword. The sword? The sword. The blade.
Oh, wait.
There we
This
go.
is you guys' first time actually rolling stuff in this, right? I don't think we rolled last time.
Yes.
Nope, we didn't roll last time.
So you guys are doing effort correctly, right?
Yes, I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
So when you apply effort, it takes 2 points from your pool.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, they're applying it correctly.
Yeah.
That's
and
why
then
I'm
you
like,
can lower that
counting
with
things
your
like-
edge.
Yeah, keep in mind, effort is lowered by your edge.
But if you're using like sometimes I'll do hedge magic and effort in the same turn. So hedge magic is 2 int points. No, 1 int point, and effort is 2 int points. So my edge of 2 would only take away 2 of those int points in total. So I would still be spending 1.
Okay, as long as you guys understand that. I believe you brought it down to challenging, so 15 is what you guys would need to hit. Is there anything else you guys want to try to do to hit him?
If you're trained in something, you can make an argument for it. So, like, I'm trained in martial arts, which is something I always bring up when I'm trying to punch someone in the face.
So, I'm technically trained in the punch. Well, technically, the no weapon fighting. And I'm about to punch him. Does that count?
It does
No need for
technically trained in no weapon fighting.
I'm pretty sure it just means you don't have a disability
Yeah.
in this. So
It
no,
was a stretch.
I'm not going to accept that one. So I'm hearing you guys got nothing else, right?
Yeah, I don't think we got any.
If I
Okay.
say a really, really good quip.
You can, if you say a really, really good quip and catch him off guard, I'll bring it down by 1 for both of you.
Okay. I said that out of pure instinct.
No more clowning around. This ain't funny business.
You're taking all the quips. It has to
My
be
birthday's next week. Okay, well, yeah, that's
the
yeah,
blade.
that's all
Would
I
you
got.
like to give it a better shot?
I'm thinking of one.
Okay. You have
This hit your funny bone?
you, you have 30 seconds. If you don't, I'm just gonna ask you guys to roll at 15.
To be fair, he took them all. He took all the good ones.
Just
Better
since
keep making clips in the chat.
since he took the good quip, I'm just gonna say, wait, no, I had it in my head. Yeah, the blade, whenever he does on plot, and he says, time to defeat you, villainous clown.
Okay, so nope.
Funny.
Anyways, that's gonna be a 15 for both of you.
Great.
I couldn't think of anything.
Lucky, you need to learn to shut your mouth.
Dang, exactly.
I never put in my my attack level for normal punch.
I got a 15.
You got a 15, that will hit.
Oh,
That is not at
Onslaught.
Damage. Effort. Damage.
So Onslaught does 4 damage.
4 points of damage. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. And then Hibiki, I need a roll from you. It is actually just going to be a standard roll to hit all of them.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, not a standard roll. You need to make... We'll just make it one for both groups. One's a standard roll, the other's a demanding roll.
That's
Great. That works.
I'm gonna apply a level of effort for this. And because I'm catching them off guard, like, I did the prep work to get them all together and catch them off guard.
I'll bring it down to standard and simple.
Okay. Standard and simple, and then I'm applying a level of effort, which brings it down to what and what?
If you're applying it to both, it would bring it down to simple and routine, which means you don't have to roll for one of them. If you just want to apply one level of effort, it would be simple for both.
I'll apply one level of effort because I don't have enough points to apply it to both. Applying effort will bring my... because I have to take this effort away from my might pool, which
Yep.
brings me down to 1 might.
Correct.
Okay. Let's go, baby. That's an 11.
Okay. You land... Actually, you want to describe this?
Yeah. So, Hibiki lands, or appears in front of them, where you see, like, a bunch of tiny paper dolls float out around him, and 2 sliding Japanese doors appear behind him with a beautiful artistic rendering of a fire falcon. And as they open, you'll see... I guess you guys won't see because I think he'll be facing away from you guys at this point. But 2 deep-set red eyes will first appear as, like, these sliding doors open into, like, abyssal black. And as the fire falcon rushes through, releasing this burst of flame, you'll see the set dolls attack the bird, trying to maintain him. And a few of them will burn away, as it looks like Kabiki took a fair amount of damage just trying to stop the bird from not losing his grip on it.
Okay. You guys will see the 4 thugs get blasted back in flame. All of them are knocked unconscious. The 2 better dressed men are looking very hurt, but they are conscious and able to attack.
How much more of the money did I light on fire?
You lit all of it on fire. At least all in the truck here.
Ooh, yeah.
And next up, the Viridian and the Blade both hit their marks. So what I want you guys to do, just describe how you attack the clown. I'll have the Blade go first.
So, basically coming out of hiding, taking my tape away, stretching my hand out, and basically see, like, rocks and rubble float off the ground and just fly at him.
Okay, you see the rocks lift up off the ground and fling themselves towards the clown, hitting his cheek and his stomach. you will see the rocks plant into his face. And then the Viridian. How do you want to do this?
Oh, great. Just like how I wanted this to be. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that I'm just dashing out of the bushes or wherever I was hiding from, and just running at him with a boxing stance. Come up close and take a very firm step as I straight up uppercut him.
Okay. You dash out of the bushes and you slam your fist directly into his sternum as you uppercut him. Go ahead and make a might roll. It's going to be a challenging task to pull your fist out of his sternum.
God. Yeah, I'm gonna use a little bit of effort there.
Okay, that's going to be a difficult task to do that then.
Great.
And you know what? He's still off guard, so we'll bring it down another one.
Nice.
Okay. You feel his sternum separate. You already rolled for it, didn't you?
Oh, did I?
Wait, no, that's
wait.
your.
Oh.
Is that your? No, that is just your might
Oh,
roll
it
because
is.
the normal punch is already there, so you're good. We'll take the first one. You feel his sternum separate, almost like you're hitting goop, not bone. And you quickly pull your hand out of it. You can tell you did damage to him, but you can tell this thing is not human, or it is some type of, like, either clay person or goop person. They're not just normal.
Maybe they're like Red Genesis.
They're a plant. Oh no.
Okay. Then we will move into actual combat.
At least we don't have to deal with everybody thanks to her big.
Yeah, you got rid of the majority of the people. Let me
Which
just
is
go ahead and make sure they're out of here. Okay. The Viridian's the closest one to him. So you will see the clown move forward towards you.
Not menacingly at all.
And his right hand will open up and then kind of spiral itself into a spear as he goes to stab you in the stomach with it. You hear him growl at you. I'm gonna laugh myself to sleep tonight thinking about how I skewer you alive.
That's gross.
This is gonna be a flight roll defense task for you at a heroic task difficulty again. Actually, you guys did get a hit off on him, and he is kind of damaged already, so I will bring it down to intimidating right now.
I don't see flight roll.
Flight roll? It's just your flight stat. So you're using your flight stat for defense. Unless I'm thinking of a different... Speed! Shit.
You are thinking. I was wondering when you would catch that.
I was confused for a second there.
No, I'm thinking of kids on broomsticks.
Yep.
Okay. Can I use... Okay, so I have danger sense. Does that help me in any way?
Danger sense? I'll say yeah. Danger sense, it allows you to kind of like a spidey sense. It's allowing you to realize, shit, I need to get out of the way. Your body tenses up and allows you to move a little bit faster. So we'll bring it down to a challenging task for you.
Great. And I will use... Can I use effort to dodge?
Yes.
Great.
So you're bringing it down by another one, so you're only looking for a 12.
That is an 18.
In 18, you step out of the way of the spear.
Great.
And actually, that is a... pretty major success. So I'll allow you one small, like if you want to try to trip him up or something on your way out. If you can think of some way, not damage him, but if you want to think of some way that like you can maybe pull him forward, knock him off balance, something like that.
Okay. I will say, because he was going for like my abdomen, I will sort of drop down and while I'm down there, go for a sweeping kick, but like get him on his ass.
Okay. You sweep out his right leg from underneath him. He won't land on his ass per se, but you will see him drop to a knee. It'll definitely make it easier for you guys to wail on him for a bit. It'll make it a little bit harder for him to hurt you without actually wasting an action to get up.
Great.
Okay. Then we are going to move over to the two Mafia members who are going to open fire on Hibiki. This is a demanding task for you, as they are shooting at you directly, literal, in immediate range of you.
Can I say, make the argument that they were just blasted in the face with fire?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And this is speed?
This is... I believe it is speed, yes.
Okay, so I'll also apply a point of effort.
So that means you're going down to a simple task difficulty.
Which is just 3, right?
Yes.
I got a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully evade all gunfire. You have to make it another time, because there's 2 of them opening fire on you.
Okay. Without expending the point of effort, it's just a difficulty of 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's a...
I'm not gonna...
Oh, yeah, because they have been knocked on their ass. Yes.
I'm not gonna expend the point of effort here.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yes, I got 7. Oh my god. That spun on a 1 for a little bit too longer than I thought it would.
Okay, Hibiki, the Blade, and the Viridian, you guys are up next.
Is it alright if I go first?
Yes,
Yeah, go
you can.
ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to use my telekinetic ability, push, to try to push the gun out of the brown jacket one's hand.
So, I will tell you this, as the DM with some knowledge here. You can do that, 100%. Those people are pretty... They're humans. You guys are facing an Eldritch monster clown thing, possibly?
Hibiki will shout over to you guys. I think I got these guys handled. Honestly, it looks like you guys chose the more challenging opponent.
Yeah.
I don't regret my decision.
Focus on the clown. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would focus on the clown. The rest of the people here were... like they went out in one hit, and these two are very nearly unconscious.
I know
So,
it probably feels weird leaving me to deal with 5 people. I'm fully able to do this, I think.
Okay, so then I'm just going to use Onslaught on the clown once again. Just tossing more rubble and telekinetic ability.
okay. So, he's on his knees, so this will be easier on you, but do you guys... So it's like, instead of just using Onslaught to toss rubble at him, you can use it to, like, target specific body parts. Like, if you want to take out a knee, you could hit that knee specifically. If you want to take out eyes, you could aim the rubble at his eyes.
Question, does he have any eyes?
He seems to.
Okay, can I go after multiple body parts? It's like multiple rubble pieces.
Yes, you can go after multiple body parts. I will require separate rolls to see how well your targeting is.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for the eyes and the knee.
Okay, the eyes and the knee. I will have this be... Because he's on his knees right now. This is just going to be a challenging roll. For you to hit both of them. You don't have to use Onslaught twice. You just have to use it once.
Okay, I'm going to use effort. Remove 1. So challenging down is effort.
Okay. So then it's going to be difficult, which is a target number of 12.
Okay, rolling 16.
16. Is this the eye hit or the knee hit?
This will be the eye hit.
Okay, you successfully throw rocks into his eyes. You hear him... It's not like he cries out in pain. He almost growls in pain. You can hear it doesn't even seem to come from his throat. It rather seems to come from, like, his chest or stomach area. But it has done something. You can make the next roll to hit his knee at... It's going to be at a difficult target number. So 12.
Oh. Rolling again. 13. Almost barely got that one.
You hit his knee and you successfully drop him. You don't drop him to, like, his stomach or anything, but he is now on both knees rather than just kind of kneeling with one foot up.
Okay.
How much damage do you do? 4?
4 total, yeah.
Okay, 4 points of damage. He is looking fairly hurt, and you guys have done a decent amount of bodily damage to him. Okay, the Viridian, what do you want to do?
Okay, great. So he's on his knees, correct?
Yes. And blinded.
And blinded. Okay, great. So can I just take this chance to just pretty much run at him and then just with all my might just punch him in the face really, really hard. And I sort of want to go and go in a way where I can knock him all the way down. Wait, actually, scratch that. Since he's blind, I kind of want to redirect myself, so I'm behind him, and I want to punch him in the back of the head instead.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely do that. So you spin around him. Go ahead and roll to hit. He's blinded and on his knees. This is only a demanding task. Like, it's very easy to hit him right now.
Okay. Me and Easy don't really go well.
I'm
so-
sorry, not very easy. It's demanding to hit him, but you understand what I mean. It's been knocked down significantly.
And I won't use an effort. Let's save up my pool.
Okay, so that's going to be a 9.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a natural 1.
Okay, the Viridian. You throw your fist directly into his head. You feel it connect, and then you feel his skull open up. Your fist comes out of his mouth. And it seems to be locked in place there.
This is actually really gross. I might need a little bit of help here.
Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. It's going to be his turn.
Actually, I didn't go.
You're right, you didn't go. It was just a defense roll. Go ahead.
I will use Pearl Flame on one of the Mafia guys. Well, also, so I want to move into the space where next to one of the Mafia guys, where if they went to go attack me, they would like run the chance of hitting the goo guy as well, the clown.
Okay, got it.
And I'll use Hurl Flame on the Mafia guy that would not run the chance of hitting the guy if they attack me.
Okay, I'll allow that. Go ahead and hurl flame. It's just... I believe we're at demanding for these guys.
Yeah. So that's a DC 6?
A DC 6. No, that's going to be a DC 9, bud. Unless you're using effort.
Flame uses 2 endpoints, which means my effort would take away 2. Yeah, I'll use effort.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that's 10.
10. You throw fire at the mafioso. He is blasted back, and you have successfully positioned yourself so you are in between the other mafioso and the clown. Now,
And
I
while
will...
he is being blasted back, I would like to say, my name is Demon Tamer. I am the son of the Grand Demon Tamer, and you can tell your boss, Jacob, or Jason, or whatever the hell his name is, that I will be coming for my dad. Jack. There we go. That's the guy's name.
Okay. Yeah. So we have... Just so you know, even though you are between this gun and the clown, I believe... No, the Viridian's actually on the other side, so he's good. Other than his hand. His hand isn't on the other side. So the Viridian's hand could get shot.
Oh.
I
I
can take it.
feel that.
Okay. But that is going to be him gone. Okay, next up is going to be the clown, and the clown is going to chomp down. Unfortunately for you, he doesn't need to position himself appropriately in order to do this. So this is going to be a 24, or a task difficulty of 8. The Viridian, please go ahead and give me a defense roll.
You're mute. If you don't realize,
Oh, that is a good point. Where is the defense roll on that?
Your
Well,
defense.
argue something, because even if you just use effort, it'll bring it down to 21.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay. Okay. Let's say. Man. Okay. So, goop isn't inherently really valuable, right? It's something. I'm gonna struggle like hell to make it not easy to chomp down.
You want to struggle
yeah,
like
honestly.
hell to make it not easy to chomp down.
Yeah, or maybe. Okay, this might get killed, but so it's trying to chomp down, right?
Yes.
What if I use my other hand and sort of leverage it in a way so the top portion of the chomping doesn't do so much chomping?
Okay. You know what? I'll allow that. You reach over, you grab your hand, and you're pushing it against the top of his mouth to try to force him to not be able to do this. I will allow you to do this. It's going to be... It'll bring it down. If you use effort in this, it is possible to evade this, but it'll be an 18. Is there anything else you want to do?
Okay. What if I add in leg? What if I... Damn. That's about it, I guess, that I have.
Okay, so you are looking at a intimidating roll.
Right.
Which is
And,
possible, at least.
which pool would that be?
We are going to be using your might pool for this.
Right. It's possible. Using effort, that's great. That's a 19.
A 19. With a 19, I will say not only are you successfully able to stop him, you are successfully able to grip your hand and rip it out of the top of his head, dealing 3 points of damage to him.
Great. I scream a little bit because that's absolutely disgusting, and I fling away the top portion.
The top portion of his head simply reforms after you've ripped your hand out of it.
That's even more disgusting.
Okay. If that's the case, that's the end of his turn. And we have the other one. He is going to shoot a name. A man shoot, sorry. The other one's very, very dangerous. At Hibiki. So, Hibiki, you know what you're doing.
Yep. This is a 6, right? No, 9.
9, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go without... No, because if I take another thing, I'll become debilitated. I'll use effort for this. That'll bring my... How am I steps? There we go. That'll be 1 to 9. So target difficulty of 6. Oh, God damn it, stop talking. Damn it!
What'd you get?
2.
A 2. You feel uh, pain sear through your shoulder as the bullet hits you or grazes your shoulder, dealing 4 points of damage.
Okay. I'll become impaired then.
Okay. It is Hibiki's turn.
Give me a second. That becomes 6. I'll use Hurl Flame on this Mafia guy.
Okay. You know the deal. 9.
9 exactly to hit.
He is going to go down.
Hibiki will shout the same line the same exact way as if he's a robot.
Okay. The blade.
Okay. So instead of tossing rocks this time, I'm going to basically use Onslaught and toss my sword at him. Go and aim for his right arm.
Okay.
To just use my sword to slice that off with Onslaught.
He is blinded. He is on his knees, and he has recently had something ripped out of his head. I'm going to say it's not much of a fight here to say this is a difficult task now. So, do you want to do anything to try to bring it down?
I'm gonna use effort.
Effort? Okay. So that will be a demanding task. Target number of 9.
Okay. Time to roll. That's 19.
19. So, a 19 means, and we've kind of run into this a bit before, up at the top with the Viridian and everything he did, where I was allowing him to do extra damage. 19 means you can either add a minor effect to him, making it even easier to hit him, or you can deal 3 points extra damage to him.
I'm gonna do minor effect to him.
Okay, what do you want to try doing here? Or not try, what do you want to do to him?
It's going to slice off his arm. I'm trying to think what else I'd be able to do.
If you want to slice off his arm, that would be the minor effect.
Oh, I guess I'll do that.
Okay. You successfully fling your blade at him, cutting off his arm. This will make it harder for him to hit you guys.
Okay.
The Viridian. He is looking very damaged, but he's still conscious and alive. What do you want to do?
That's a good point. This guy is scary.
I mean, you guys haven't taken any damage, I think, right?
Well, I feel like that's mostly because of luck.
True.
Yeah. So, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open a portal from underneath him and hopefully send him away from me. Actually, no, I'll open the portal like 20 feet, 40 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet above me, and maybe like 10 feet away. So you'll go through the portal and hopefully splat like a booger.
Okay. To hit him at this point, well, you guys are at difficult, but for this specifically, I'm going to say this is going to be a challenging task for you.
Right, I will add effort as well to that. And since I'm using my portal, I'm guessing that will be intelligence, correct?
Yes.
Right. I'm pretty low on intelligence. I've been opening portals without resting. Intimidating, adding effort, and yeah. Hopefully, this works. Nice. 18.
18. Okay. You open up the portal. How much damage do you do? Oh, wait, he's just falling out.
Well, I guess they haven't set for. I don't really know. I don't have like a set fall damage thing.
You know, if he's fallen out of your portal, I'm gonna say... In total here, you'll probably be able to get 10 points of damage in on him. With the bonuses here.
Nice.
You open up the portal, you see him come tumbling out of it. He doesn't land exactly where he was. He actually lands... his face, you see it hit the raised portion of the stairs where he was standing before. As you hear, you basically see his neck crack and snap upwards. You can see he's still smiling at you and moving. So he's not dead.
Oh my god.
Man, that is...
Metal?
Yeah. It's great.
He's smiling at you. He is now in between you and the blade, I believe. He looks at you almost with a type of kindness. As he says, "I'm gonna pop you like a balloon." You see thousands of spikes form from his body and jet out of him. I'm going to need both you and the blade to go ahead and give me a... Well, honestly, all things considered, this is a intimidating defense roll using your speed stat.
Okay. I'm gonna use effort.
Okay. So if it's intimidating and you're using effort, you're bringing it out to challenging. So you're still making a 15 here.
Okay.
If I combine danger sense and fleet-footed, is there a way I can sort of weave past these spears?
I'll allow you to bring it down by another, I'll allow it to be another asset, so you can bring it down to a difficult roll.
And then I'll use effort.
Okay. Oh wait, no, you hadn't used effort up to that point? I was assuming you used effort before that.
Well, I will be. So if it's challenging and I put effort, then it'd be difficult.
Yeah. If you're just using effort, it's challenging. If you're using effort and something else, it would be difficult. Do you have anything you want to try saying, Blade?
I rolled a 4. I don't think there's nothing I can do.
Nope, that's not going to do much. What about you, the Viridian?
I rolled a 7.
Okay. You guys see black spikes jet out of his body, cutting and skewering you guys, dealing both of you 10 points of damage.
Oh my god.
God.
That's might, correct?
10 points of
You take it
speed
out of your
damage.
might. Oh, I thought we always first take it out of might, then speed. That's how you were rolling it.
You take it out of the defense pool stat. So in this case, I asked for a defense roll. So it gets out of it gets out of speed, and then you can decide the next one it's taken out of.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so, it got rid of my speed entirely.
Was there any carryover?
Yes, 1 point.
So then you
My-
take that remaining point out of whatever stat you wish.
Yep, I
And
put it
you are
to my...
also impaired.
Yep.
Okay, the Viridian, how are you looking?
I am also impaired. I am no longer having any speed, and I am down 2 points from right.
Okay, got it.
How does the clown look? Like, how close does it look like being defeated? Probably.
The clown looks pretty close to being defeated, but he also has a broken neck and the top of his head was split open. So maybe telling things based off of how damaged he looked won't work. That's possible.
Maybe fireworks.
There's a ton of hot fire right near Hibiki.
There's a ton of fire right near Hibiki. Hibiki, it is your turn. You are denoting. You've cleaned up what your group pretty easily. You're denoting that the clown was definitely something you needed to be afraid of.
Okay. Is the clown trying not to be touched by the fire?
The clown doesn't look like he really cares about fire, considering he just put out a cigarette with his bare foot.
That is completely true. And I forgot about that fact. I'm close enough to get in touching range of either the Viridian or Blade, right?
You are close enough to be in touching range of the Blade.
Okay. So, I'll go over to the Blade, and you'll see him take a bit of your blood from one of your skewer wounds and put it on a paper doll, healing you for 4 points. So you can put that into whatever pool you want to put it in. As the doll, like, you'll notice some of your wounds close, and the doll, like, gets puncture marks into it until it disintegrates. In other words, I'm using healing touch.
Okay. Mighty kind of you.
You're
I'll put
really
it...
welcome. I don't know if these security cameras have, like, audio or anything, so I'm just gonna keep saying that same line again and again.
I thought the Viridian was supposed to be recording.
Yeah.
The Viridian was
I don't know if
recording.
he's still recording, considering he was just skewered like a shish kebab.
I've had the phone in one hand this entire time.
Hey, Spiky the Hedgehog, can you pass something on to... I keep forgetting his name. Jack.
Jack Buffalo.
Spiky the Hedgehog, or as he is known, Art the Clown, looks over at you. Oh, the demon already knows.
Cool beans. You're weird.
I'm certain you will look just as weird once I'm done with you.
Are you
I
a
don't think
demon?
that's possible.
You're not human, right?
You see he snaps his neck back.
I'm gonna capture you.
I think that states the obvious.
That's a Pokemon right there. It's a shiny.
Okay.
Yeah,
The Blade, what do you want to do?
that's a Ditto right there I'm gonna capture.
So since my blade is behind him and didn't come back, I'm gonna basically do an onslaught again, go for the other arm and bring the blade back and hit the truck.
Okay, got it.
So it's going through his other arm.
Awesome.
So, and I'll use effort Well,
So I'm going to use a GM intrusion here. So first off, I believe you take 2 experience points. One you get to keep for yourself, and one you get to hand off to another player.
okay, I'm going to give that to Hibiki since he seems to have killed the most people this fight.
Thank you. No,
Okay.
actually, you should probably give it to the Viridian so you guys can level up faster.
Yeah, true. Okay, so the Viridian will get it.
Oh, are we all like different levels from you guys? That's great.
Hibiki is a tier 2. The rest of you guys are tier 1s. It's not really... yeah. It's
I
not...
don't think I'm a tier 2 yet. I think I need to get 2 more advancements and then I become a tier 2, right?
I think so.
So
Either...
I need 8 more XP until I'm a tier 2.
Yeah. Either way, it's not really that important to keep you guys on the same tier level. Because regardless, you guys are all still very powerful.
And
and-
we're working as a team, so...
Yeah, and it's more role-playing than anything else. But yeah, Hibiki has more experience because I was testing out GM intrusions. I'd primarily use them on Nick because I'm okay with being unfair to Nick. So... But in the converse of that, it allowed him more experience points.
Yes.
But anyway,
I won't lie, I did have enough experience points to the point where I did use 1 experience point on something super stupid, but I still don't regret that.
anyways, so you feel fear start to creep into your mind at the clown you're looking at, especially because you recently were very harmed by him. You feel something wrest control of your telekinetic ability, and the sword goes flying into Art the Clown's hand as he turns the point towards you.
I believe that is mine. I would be needing that later.
I'll
I
return
want
it.
to be careful there, you're about to cut yourself on that amount of edge.
Oh, I know a perfect place to sheath this. The Viridian, it's your turn.
Oh, great. I'm debating whether to run away. Is there any way to recover? Or, well, what does being at 0 in speed entail?
It's an inability. I think you can see the negatives of an inability.
You become impaired if any one of your pools go to 0. You become debilitated if 2 of your pools go to 0. And you're dead if all 3 of your pools go to 0. Impaired gives 1 effort, plus 1 effort per level, so you need to use an additional point of effort for you to actually use a point of effort. You ignore minor and major effect results on rolls, and combat rolls of 17 through 20 deal only plus 1 damage. You can use 1 action to recover 1d6, but after you use that, you have to wait until you've rested for like 24 hours until you can use that action again. On the same vein, my healing touch can only be used on someone once per... It's either hour or 10 hours.
So I should recover here.
Yeah, I will be going to heal you, but each of you can use your action to heal as well.
Okay. I will use my action to live, recover.
Yay!
Points.
You recover 2 points. You're not doing too well here on your rolls.
Yeah, I was rolling too good before. It's all coming back at me.
Okay. Well, then I believe we're over to Chuckles the Ass Clown, aren't we?
Spiky the Hedgehog,
I think
Edge
his name
Lord
keeps
of
changing.
Edge. Bozo the Dimwit.
Okay, he's going to, well, first up, he actually has to get up and unblind himself, which will be his action. So,
No, don't do that.
undoing all the status effects you've done to him will be his action. Habiki, your turn.
Can I get within touching range of the Viridian?
Yeah, yes, you can.
Okay. So I'll go over to the Viridian, and you'll see the same thing I did to the blade I do to you, where like I put I rolled a 6. I put a bit of your blood on a doll, and the doll will become punctured with like stab wounds as yours go away. But you get 6 points of health damage.
Great. Just gonna put that all into speed. Great, yeah.
Okay.
So my turn now?
Yeah, it's going to be the blade's turn now.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to use Onslaught on my blade that's in his hand and basically force it into his forehead.
Okay.
Well, not forehead. Between the eyes. Not forehead.
Yeah, so that's, at this point, that's going to be a heroic roll.
I use effort and then something else.
You have to use something else.
What?
Yeah, you will have to come up with an argument. So what's your argument for being able to get this down?
Okay. Is he focused on anyone? Does he have any focus on me currently?
He's actually focused directly on you, as he plans to sheath your sword in your heart.
But there's not much I could do.
Instead of trying to hit him, you could try to knock him, like, over or something. Something that's easier to do, but doesn't do damage.
Sure. Then instead of that, I will do push and telekinetically push him onto the ground.
Okay, you want to telekinetically push him onto the ground?
Yes.
If that's the case, this will be an intimidating check for you.
I'll use effort to do this.
Okay.
So, what would the roll be to get that?
With effort, it's going to be a challenging check. One thing I would say, if you want to argue for it, he hasn't really seen you use your moves on, like, humans and such.
Wait, what did you say?
He hasn't seen you guys, like, the full extent of your guys' moveset, so if you want to argue surprise, you could try to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I've been doing onslaught this entire time.
Okay, so you want to argue that he hasn't seen you use your moveset on humanoids, and therefore it surprises him? That's a wonderful argument. I'm going to say that'll bring it down to... What were we at before?
It was
Challenging, so you're down to difficult. So you need to make a 12.
okay. Come on, yeah. Fudge.
You didn't make a 12.
I made it 2.
You see he, like, you try to push him back, you see he steps back once, and then he starts advancing towards you again.
Oh no.
The Viridian, it's your turn.
Great. I got some questions to ask. Demon Tamer.
Yeah?
You do that explosion thingy mabobber, right?
100% no. That took all of my ability. I can't even re-summon that bird or it will debilitate me.
Well, where is the blade currently at? I mean, standing.
In the truck. The bed.
Ouch. Okay. So, here's what I want to do. I wanted to teleport him into the truck. That way, we could sort of, I don't know, like close the door. And, I don't know, like drive away.
Okay, that's something you could do.
Problem is now is that he goes and then I teleport him and then there's a whole horrible situation. Huh. Good question. I wonder if he can swim. I
Oh.
am going to,
Oh, man.
oh, damn, I don't want to do this because it might.
I could run him over with a truck.
You can totally do that. But, how far away is he?
How far away is he from you?
Yes.
Who are you talking about? The clown?
The clown dude.
He's right up to you. He's pretty close.
Oh, God. You know what? I don't want to be, dead after I use a portal, but so I'm gonna run up to him and punch him in the face again. It worked last time. It stopped working
wait.
after I stopped doing it.
Just a reminder, if he goes all hedgehoggy again, he did 10 points of damage to you.
That's true. Man.
How much does a light weapon do again?
Okay.
Light weapon
So
usually does like 3 damage.
He won't be able to damage me with just 3. Because I have 3 armor, right? That's how it works, if I'm thinking about it all correctly.
Armor just takes away damage.
Yeah, so 3 minus 3.
Yeah.
So he can't stab me with my own sword.
Well, that's not adding. Is that adding his base, like, I think? Guessing not. I'm going to send him into the water.
You want to send him into the water? Oh, that's a wonderful
Exactly.
idea. Okay.
I know.
I know he's to become one with the water.
I was hoping that wasn't the case. I'm going to use effort, and I'm
Okay.
going to use the fact that he scares the shit out of me to maybe give me advantage.
I believe with effort and everything, this is still a challenging role for you. I will allow, because everyone else is still around you, if they want to do anything to help you out, they can.
I'll try to help.
Our friendship.
I don't think I have anything for that.
Not even moral support, just.
I'll distract him even more.
I heal for the same things.
What'd you say? The blade?
I said I'll help him by distracting him even more. The clown, distracting the clown even more.
Okay, yeah, the clown is currently focused on you. He has one goal in mind. Yeah, that'll work. I can definitely see that bringing it down to... Honestly, this is only at a difficult now. So you're at a target number of 12.
Great.
Clown, I'm your opponent.
So that was challenging, and then I'm going to use effort. That is difficult. Please, God, keep this. Yay, 17.
You open up a portal underneath his feet, and then you open up another portal above the water. You see he falls through it. He sees the water rushing towards him. And for the first time, you see the smile permanently on his face disappear as he tries to reach out for the ledge. His feet touch the water and he immediately starts to melt into the ocean.
The Wizard of Oz! Chucklefuck can't swim.
I don't think it's just he can't swim. I mean, I guess by technicality he can't swim.
You see his feet disappear into the ocean, almost like a squid has just passed by and inked into the ocean. Just blackness oozes out from him as at first his feet disappear, then his knees, his torso, and
After
finally...
he's halfway gone, can I try and capture him?
Sure, go ahead and give me a... Honestly, to catch him from that far away, I'll allow it. It would be an impossible task. Because keep in mind, you're like a full distance away from him. And you'd have to...
Yes, but the portal is still open right next to me. Because I literally just used my action to heal the Viridian.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was about to bring up. You also used an action. And I allowed you to possibly use another action already. So...
But I didn't use that other action.
You know what? I'll bring it down to heroic, because the portal's right next to you. You have to argue it down by 2 more.
Let's see here. What has occurred?
Fire step, don't you?
I do have far step, but that's another action, so I don't imagine that would help any. The Fire Falcon is still out, and he's closer to the edge of the water, and he's a fire theme. So what if there was like just a tiny layer of mist caused by the Fire Falcon's immense heat? Which,
And
you know,
you're hoping this would do?
preventing him from dying as quickly so I can get more time to get to him?
No, the Fire Falcon was summoned near the money. He is, above the ocean.
Damn it. Okay.
You want to give up on this?
No.
Do you have to give up on this?
I
give him moral support.
Moral support's not going to do jack. He
Before we sink all the way, can I use push to just launch my sword out of the water so it doesn't sink?
Yes,
Wait,
you
why
can.
don't you just pull him out of the water? Can't you do that? Just above the water.
No, it's probably pushes more like mage hand, so I imagine Dex can't push a full.
Yeah.
Oh, I could push and pull. Well, not pull. I can push a person.
You see he disappears into the ocean. You are able
Got it.
to grab... I allowed a lot of time here. You're able to grab the blade with your telekinetic powers and bring it back to you.
Okay.
And that will end our combat encounter. Is actually...
Victory is hard.
What's up?
The blade said, "Victory is hard." Raising a sword in the air.
Yeah,
I think I just killed a person.
I don't think he was a person, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, much like all the entirety of DC. If they're a demon or like plant creature or an alien, they don't matter.
But Beaky killed multiple humans.
They're still
No,
alive.
they're all still alive. They were knocked unconscious. I didn't.
Mortally wounded.
I mean, they're burned, but I'm a doctor. I'm about to go over and apply first aid.
First aid, no skin graft though, right?
No, I'm just gonna give them first aid. I don't have the equipment to skin graft them.
Pulls out aloe vera gel, starts rubbing it onto them.
Yeah, Hibiki will go over to the people who he frequently shouted, "Tell Jake that I'm coming for my dad." To Jake? Jack? And you'll see him, instead of doing like normal doctor stuff, he does do that afterwards. But like the main first aid he gives is like mystical stuff. So the same sort of healing magic he did for you, but just enough to the point where like they're not going to die from their injuries. You're still unconscious though.
Great.
And then he bandages them.
The Blade's gonna check his burner phone of what time it is. What time is it exactly?
2:00 in the morning.
Can I
So,
oh,
wait. Do you still have a portal to Nocturnal's Cave, the Owl House?
yes, my portals are indefinite until I decide whether or not to close them.
So, wait, so is there basically portals everywhere around
Yeah.
that you haven't shut?
Well, I'm down to like one intelligence point, so yeah. So I won't be able to open any other portals from now on, which is why they're up. So I can get comfortable.
I'm gonna take the one portal back to not the Owl House because I need to get back to home as soon as possible. That's where my backpack is.
He has a curfew.
Yeah, so I'm like 3 hours past.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I suggest you take the one by the 7-Eleven first.
That would be correct.
I should
Wait, what?
really get going. I have a full surgery I need to do tomorrow. And then I need to talk to my family about closing down the clinic so we can go look for my dad.
You have an evil father and a bedtime. You need to get home on time or else something will happen.
Well, I'm a grown-ass adult, and my in-laws take care of my daughter, so not much in a hurry.
I mean, I'm an adult. I just have a full-time job.
Yeah, that's also true. What day is it?
You have to be at
fair?
work in the morning.
God damn it. well, I'm just gonna do something real quick and make sure we burn all the money.
Yeah.
Is there like paint I can grab?
Paint?
Yeah, paint.
How inky is the water?
Paint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the clown dissolve into like a bucket of paint I can use?
I mean, it's black ink.
I just want to paint on the dock somewhere. Jack, I'm coming for my dad.
Sure. Sure, I'll allow you to
shouldn't
scoop.
say dad, but you know.
No, he needs to know that he's a family member of mine. Someone
okay.
like that I really want to get back.
Going for my dad, Jack. Better.
And then under that, in parentheses, I'll put the person that you have, the old guy. That one.
He would have infiltrated them as Demon Tamer.
Grand Demon. He's probably like known as the Grand Demon Tamer. Because there's 3 demon tamers, which is me, my sister, and my brother.
We'll talk about it later, but you know his superhero name.
Okay, I'll put his superhero name.
Okay. So, he scoops up the clown remains and just writes that in black ink on the ground. You guys hop over to the 7-Eleven. You just see some underpaid employee there who got the night shift because their manager hates them. Just like, I'll come in.
I buy one of those 7-Eleven pizzas and like 2 slushies.
Okay. He just looks at you, changes like $7.30. He hands it over.
Great.
Am I with you at this point?
I used to work at a 7-Eleven. That's exactly how it is, by the way. It's exactly like that.
Wait, am I with... So, the blade is gone. Am I with you, the Viridian?
You guys all entered the 7-Eleven at the same time. You can head out at any time.
Yeah, there's like a portal, like the back alley of the 7-Eleven. You can take that. I'm just getting things for like when I go home.
Okay.
Quick question: do any of us have the other people's numbers currently?
The Nocturnal has everyone's number.
Oh, the team members that are here currently.
Unless you guys have transferred numbers yourselves, no.
So before leaving, Ace, well, the Blade, Ace. Which are we still in our superhero suits currently?
I am.
You just entered the 7-Eleven in your superhero suit.
I could care less at that point.
Hibiki has been in his superhero suit the entire time you guys have seen it. You don't know what he actually looks like, you just know his first name is Hibiki because the Nocturnal refuses to allow anyone to keep a secret identity, apparently. Well, specifically Hibiki, because I don't think he said Red Genesis or Sarge's name, but he always refers to Hibiki as Hibiki and not the Demon Tamer.
Question though, has he said my name? Does anyone know my name at all?
I just don't remember. I think he did. I just don't remember.
I don't think he did. I've never heard it.
I don't think... He might have said it to you in the comic book store, but none of us were there for that.
No, he didn't. In comic book store, he didn't.
Okay, so if that's the case, I don't think he did.
We didn't even talk the comic book store. He left the comic book with the card, and I grabbed that. Like,
I think it was up to ourselves to introduce our characters, so I think the only person whose name he said is Hibiki, which feels like a personal slight. Not gonna lie.
So, the Blade is gonna, before he leaves, say, here's my phone number, hand you both, a business card.
For a college student?
I did graduate with business, and I think it was master's, and do have my own business that I run on the side.
Okay.
As an actual college student with a business, that's accurate.
Okay.
It's good to have a business there.
Well, I have a rich dad that's very strict that wants me to have a business. He forced me to get master's in business.
It's like Proc from the Awesomes, but like maybe a little bit more competent.
Hibiki, who has 2 phones, one for being the superhero and the other for his normal life, takes out the superhero phone, puts it in, and then just sends you a text that's just like, "Hi, Demon Tamer here." And is like, "That's great. If you guys call me if you have a problem, or I don't know, if you have a medical issue. But I'm not going to tell you where my family clinic is because should not be mixing this much of my personal life with everything."
I sent back a gif of a cat slapping a yarn ball.
So, before you text me, I'm gonna say, this is my personal number. No superhero information, please.
Hey, Blade, on the same number, cool.
I'll send you the little devil face emoji.
The purple one.
With like a Pokeball gift.
Then I hand, my phone number to both of you as well, which is on just a piece of paper.
Wait, is it like the dial ones? What are they, like just the numpads?
No, I'm rich, so I have an actual phone.
Oh. Because I bought a Birdo phone a long time ago, and I only had the dial ones, so it takes a long ass time to save a number. It takes like 10 minutes.
So I'm a rich dude. I see burner phones. Y'all do.
Probably at this time the Miki gets a page, it's like, God damn it, they're in again for this same issue. Just walks away.
I'll head towards the portal now to head back and get out of the cost back to Owl House.
Yeah, you guys all head for the portal, you arrive at the Owl House, and then you head your different ways for the night. And that's where we're going to end today's session.